Hello, good evening. So for today, I will be demonstrating an example of applying the dry heat method of cooking your red meats. So I have here some of the ingredients that I will be using. Okay, so I have here, unahin na natin ang herbs. I have here the ground oregano. And then I have also here rosemary. And then of course I have the vegetables here. You have the beans and the carrots. And I have here also potato. So aside from the potato, of course I also have here the rice as the carbohydrate source. So it's either, in one plate you'll be using rice as your carbohydrate source, or you will be using potatoes as your carbohydrate source. And then for the main dish, I have here the marinated pork chop. So I will be using, since it is it needs a short time of cooking. When you see dry heat method of cooking, usually short time, ano? So I choose the pork chop. So this is already marinated, and then I made use of this one, the rosemary, and then the garlic, pepper, and then the soy sauce, and a little honey. So these are the ingredients that I made use in marinating the pork chop. Okay. So next, I will be using here the turbo broiler. Before using this one, before putting the meat, you're going to preheat first the turbo broiler. So if you're going to see the function of the turbo broiler, this one is reheat. And then if you're going to turn that one, that is 150 degrees Celsius, that is already baking. So pwede kang mag-bake ng cake or meat dito. And then you have the roast. Kung gusto mong i-roast yung meat mo, that is the temperature of 392 degrees Fahrenheit. That is for roasting meat. By the way, the temperatures here is, it should not say that you're going to, if you're going to make use of the oven, you will follow the 392. So pwedeng 400 and up, that is roasting. And then you have also here grilling. So the temperature, if you're going to grill the meat, is 482 degrees Fahrenheit or 250 degrees Celsius. You have also here the time. How many minutes? Okay, meron ding dapat i-level natin dito. If how many minutes do we have to cook the meat? Okay, after that, if you want to check your meat, just do it that way. Automatically, the machine will turn off. So mag-stop na siya, hindi siya magpuproduce ng heat. Pag ibabalik nyo ulit, yan. Ibig sabihin, pag ibabalik nyo ulit yan, iilaw siya ulit. Okay, so, example, yan, nakataas siya, so wala nang ilaw dito. Pag ibababa natin, merong ilaw na nakailaw daan. So, ganito kung paano gamitin itong turbo broiler. So, by the way, in cooking the meat, depende sa temperature, depende rin sa cut ng pork na gagamitin natin. So, depende sa thickness ng pork kung ilang minutes mo iluluto yung meat. Okay. So, pag pinag-uusapan natin ang gaya ng presentation ko kanina sa motivation natin, pag nakakita tayo ng heat, meron at merong nangyayari na heat transfer. Kaya pag dito sa broiler natin, meron tayong, okay, pag sinaksak mo na yun, naka-on na siya, of course, magpuproduce siya ng heat. Eh, paano yung pag-ikot ng heat sa loob ng turbo broiler? That is what we call the pagbaba niya, the convection and then the conduction of heat, yung pag-rotate niya. That is what we call the convection and conduction of heat. So, pag meron tayong sinasabing heat transfer para maluto yung food natin, at the same time, you have to consider also the temperature. So, that is cooking. That is what we call the heat, and then the heat transfer, the convection and conduction of heat, plus the temperature. Okay, so those are the things that we have to consider. So, ready na yung turbo broiler natin. Naka-preheat na ito. So, ilalagay ko na yung meat together with the potatoes. So, bali dalawang i-plate natin. Yung isa, we'll be using the roasted potatoes. Yung isa, we'll be using rice as the carbohydrate source. Okay? Ganyan, naka-start siya, naka-off. Then, that's the time. Pag na-preheat na to, okay, ilang minutes, nilagay ko ng 10 minutes para ma-preheat siya. Okay? So, ilalagay ko na si pork chop. The marinated pork chop. Okay, since dalawa lang naman ang plate, so we'll be using 2. And then the other, I will put now the potato. i-arrange natin para hindi siya magulo. Okay, so the technique in roasting potatoes, you're going to add herbs, of course with the seasonings, but not salt. So I did not add salt here. And then wrap it with a little oil. Okay, so I will cover this one. Ganyan. So we will cover it na. And then wait. Yeah, adjust because the method of cooking that I will be applying here is grilling. So i-adjust ko siya. Nalagay ko siya sa grill. Okay, so how many minutes? Nalagay ko sa yan. So we'll wait. Now, the doneness of your pork. So pwede natin siyang invert. Invert yung pork. Okay, so it's time for the other side to be cooked. By the way, mga drippings nito yung ginamit mo for marination. The liquid that is being used in marinating the meat like that one, pwede nyo iluto yan as the sauce of your meat. Okay, so we'll wait again on the other side to be cooked. Okay, so let's check the meat if it's already done. Okay, so as you can see, the meat is ready for serving. And then of course, the potatoes is already done. So we will do now the plating. Okay, so this is now our final output. So on the other plate, okay, so sa plating and presentation, you have to consider now the, what we call the balance. So pag sinabi nating balance, you have to consider the color combination, the texture, and then the shape of the food or the meat. So as you can see here, para may apply natin sa, may relate natin sa arts and design natin, nag-carve ako ng carrots. Aside from considering the balance and so on, I applied already carving here as a part of the plating to make the food appetizing. So the other one, so I made use of the rice here, and then on the other side, in the other plate, okay, I made use of the roasted potatoes as the carbohydrate source of the grilled pork chop. So if you have a plain white plate, then it's much better. Kasi in plating, you have to consider the shape of the plate. Pag may design dito sa gilid, huwag masyadong bongga yung plating mo. So, mas lalo pag may mga design dito. So, mas maganda pag medyo simple. Always naman sa plating natin, always keep it simple. Pero pag plain dito, parang ang focus ng mata mo is either the meat or either the meat with the sauce and then with the garnish na na-carve. So, yun. Thank you for watching. And I hope you can prepare also your meat. And then of course for hygiene and sanitation, in plating the food, okay, you have to use your disposable gloves to avoid contamination. Kasi once na na-contaminate na yan, what will happen? It might cause food poison or cross-contamination. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching.